Now, look at the next passage. The construction started. It was a most beautifully designed house to be built at a sought after location. However, the mason could not put his mind and heart in his work. He did his work very roughly and carelessly, without interest or dedication. Even the building material used was of low quality, but he did not care. He simply wanted to complete the job in a haste and return. Now, finally, he ready to build a last house without reluctance, without willingly, and without happy also. That construction started, and that construction was most beautiful designed house. That was the most beautiful design by the architect, and that was built where on a at a sought after location. Sought after location means कन्व्हिनियंट लोकेशन, एकदम चांगल्या ठिकाणच्या लोकेशनला हे घर बांधायचं होतं. अँड द डिझाईन ऑल्सो व्हेरी व्हेरी ब्युटिफुल. दॅट कन्स्ट्रक्शन स्टार्टेड. द डिझाईन ऑल्सो व्हेरी ब्युटिफुल. द लोकेशन ऑल्सो सॉर्ट आफ्टर मीन्स सुलभ, चांगल्या ठिकाणी, सोयीस्कर अशा ठिकाणचं लोकेशन होतं. हावेवर काही असलं तरी द मेसन ही कुड नॉट पुट हिज माइंड, he could not put his heart in work because earlier he decided to take a retirement, but because of contractors wish, he started to build this last house, and because of that he could not put up his mind and heart in the work. He did his work. How? He did his work very roughly, over the word, and अँड केअरलेसली म्हणजे निष्काळजीपणे त्याने केलं, विदाउट इंटरेस्ट अँड ऑल्सो विदाउट डेडिकेशन. इंटरेस्ट पण नाही आहे, इच्छा पण नाही आहे, निष्ठा पण नाही आहे, अशा पद्धतीने त्यानं घर बांधलं. इवन द बिल्डिंग मटेरियल यूज वॉज ऑफ लो क्वालिटी. ही नो दॅट द बिल्डिंग मटेरियल ऑल्सो लो क्वालिटी, बट ही डिडंट नॉट केअर what he wanted to do. He wanted to complete that job in a haste means in a hurry. He want to complete that job in a hurry and finally take a retirement. So he didn't care of the material, he didn't care of that house. And now look at the next second last passage. The house was ready earlier than expected. Very roughly made structures, weak walls, poor finish, and did not look as good at all as designed. Yet the mason did not care. He informed the contractor that the house was ready and he was waiting to hand over its keys to him. Now, the house was ready earlier than expected. Means maybe that planning was for 1 year, but he built that in maybe the 6 months or 8 months. That is earlier than expected. अपेक्षा होती 1 वर्ष लागेल, but he completed that in a 6 month or 8 months. But the house was built by very rough. The structure also very rough. The walls also very weak. The finishing also it is not good. It looked like a poor finishing and did not look as good at as a design. Means that structure, that the whole house was looking very beautiful in design, but in reality it is made very rough. The finishing also not good. The mason did not care about that. He didn't care of that. त्याला त्याची काळजी नव्हती. What he did, he informed the contractor. त्याने कळवलं कोणाला, कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरला. काय कळवलं? दॅट द हाऊस वॉज रेडी अँड नाव ही वॉज वेटिंग फॉर टू हँड ओव्हर द कीज टू कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर. व्हॉट ही वॉज डुईंग? ही वॉज वेटिंग टू हँड ओव्हर द कीज. आता फक्त तो वाट बघत आहे कशाचा? कधी एकदा चावी कॉन्ट्रॅक्टकडं देतो. नाव लुक ॲट द क्वेश्चन इन द स्कॅफोल्डिंग. व्हॉट वॉज द कॉन्ट्रास्ट इन द वर्कमनशिप ऑफ द लास्ट हाऊस. आता काय कॉन्ट्रास्ट आहे, विरोधाभास पहिल्यामधला आणि याच्यामधला काय कॉन्ट्रास्ट आहे बघा. दॅट इज द फर्स्ट इज, यू हॅव टू राईट दिस इन युअर ओन वर्ड्स. ओके. नाउ द फर्स्ट इज द हाऊस वॉज रेडी अर्लियर दॅन expected. The rough made structures, the wall also weak, the finishing also not good, that is poor finishing. Okay, you have to write that in your own words. Now the last passage. The contractor arrived at the site. He had a pile of legal documents in his hand. The mason handed over the new house's keys to him, but the contractor did not step forward to enter the house to see it. Instead, with a broad smile, he handed over the file along with the house keys to the mason and said, beaming happy tone, "These are the ownership documents of this new house in your name. The house is yours. I had planned it as a gift for you." Okay, I think you understood the last, that is the moral. The contractor now arrived. He came on that site. When he came there, he came with a legal document. He came with a file. In that file there is the legal documents of that house. And now legal document that is connected to the law, they gave in a scaffolding, that is connected to the law. मीन्स कायदेशीर असे त्याच्यामध्ये कागदपत्र होते. वेन ही केम देअर, द मेसन व्हॉट ही डीड, ही हँडेड over the new house's keys to him. But in that time the contractor didn't step forward to enter the house. Means the contractor didn't enter the house to see the house. Instead of that, what he did, with a broad smile, हसत, he handed over the file along with the house keys to the mason. What he did, he handed over, means handed that file and also keys to the mason and said with beaming happy tone. They gave the meaning of beaming also. Beaming means what? Smiling with a great joy. एकदम आनंदी उत्साहाच्या आवाजात त्यानं मेसनला म्हटला, दीज आर द ओनरशिप डॉक्युमेंट्स. व्हॉट इज सेड, इट इज द ओनरशिप डॉक्युमेंट्स, म्हणजे मालकी हक्काचे डॉक्युमेंट्स आहेत ऑफ दिस न्यू हाऊस in your name. In your name means the mason's name, means he made that house to the mason, and he said that he had planned this house to give him as a gift to the mason. Now think what he felt. The whole life he did his work with dedication, with interest, but in the last house he didn't take care of that, and he get that reward to himself. Means whatever you do, always do your best. Okay, why? Because what you plant now you will harvest later. कारण की आता जे तुम्ही कराल तेच तुम्हाला मिळणार आहे. सो डू युअर बेस्ट. एव्हरी टाइम यू हॅव टू डू युअर बेस्ट. It is the last time, so it is the last paper, it is the last lesson, so कसं तरी करून संपवूया असं नाही. वॉट एव्हर यू आर डुईंग, डू युअर बेस्ट, बिकॉज वॉट यू प्लांट नाव यू विल हार्वेस्ट लेटर. अंडरस्टूड? I think you understood the lesson. In the next video we will see the workshop of the lesson. Okay, thank you.